And what happens is in schools, man, schools, they just, it's unbelievable, everything, in schools or in English classes or courses, they learn everything so fast, they, let's take an example, present simple or past simple, they study 2-3 weeks and they move on to another lesson. Let's say they move on to future, and they study that for 2-3 weeks and move on and just everything is learned so fast and nothing is learned deeply. And at the end of the year you take like a test, you maybe pass and after that you don't know, you maybe most of the schools, they just focus on eyes, just on reading and writing and just taking tests and they never focus on, like rarely do focus on ears. Most of the time you just do exercises and practice speaking and most of the schools they don't focus on ears. And I remember like when I was a child, when I was in school, I studied English for 7 years and we never focused on our ears. We never focused on listening. We just, most of the time, we did exercises, we read, take tests. We never focused on listening, like 100%. 7 years and no listening, and I'm sure like this is the case in most schools. They don't focus on listening. Probably they do some listening, maybe they do, and when they do listen, they listen to really difficult English, textbook English. They listen to grammar. It's not going to teach you. That's not going to teach you. Well, you should focus on listening to simple stuff. And to make things worse, your teachers, I remember my teachers, they never spoke in English. They spoke in my own language. And I'm sure like this is, the case in most schools. Your teachers speak in your language and never in English. You're not listening you get no listening. In most schools, courses you take, you never learn how to think in English.